What's up, everybody? It's CMP with Craftmaster Productions and Studio1Tutorials.com. Don't forget to stop by Studio One Tutorials, pick up your premium membership. It is 50 cents a day. And don't forget to stop by CMPKits.com. Get yourself a copy of Trap Chords for Scalar, 40 presets for the Scalar VST plugin. But don't worry, if you don't have Scalar, if you don't have Studio One, for all my live heads, for all my FL Studio people, you can download it. It comes with the MIDI files attached. So 40 MIDI chord progressions for your usage and listening pleasure. Now, today we're going to be going into a concept that is often asked about, often talked about, and often misunderstood, and that is how to make your drums slap like a pro. And going through some tutorials myself, and shout out to Jess Really Good, who I met in MG the Future's Discord, for sharing some information and kind of showing me down this path with the whole mix with the masters videos and stuff like that. We're going to be looking at how to achieve getting your drums to slap through parallel processing. Like, if you've ever been on a forum or a Discord with with halfway talented people, as far as the mixing is concerned, you hear a lot of people either asking or talking about parallel compression, parallel processing, and what does that mean? In Studio One, it's really easy to achieve. The way that I do it is through creating effects channels, right? Essentially, what an effects channel is, it's going to be an exact copy of whatever you send to it, right? So if you send, for example, your drum bus, like I have here, and I have I'm sending FL, I'm sending it to FL drum, and I'm sending it to low thump. Everything that's coming out of this fader gets sent to these two tracks. And what that means is these two tracks are essentially a 1-for-1 copy of this track right here. So, think about parallel processing, think about parallel lines, the word parallel, think about the up and down straight line visual on your mixer, and that's kind of how you put it together. So it's essentially like stacking instruments, right? So if we go to the busiest part of our drums, I want to show you guys this so that you understand a very key and critical part of this, right? So if I go to my drums right here and we listen to them and we turn our volume up, okay, everything sounds really good. The parallel processing that I've done, I've got that sent to a bus. Just I don't normally use this bus. I'm just using it so that I could turn everything off and on. So this is without any processing. This is with it. So what you should notice, if you're paying attention, is you don't notice like a big, the all of the sounds changes so crazy. What you should notice is the hi-hats become brighter. You can feel that 32 note triplet that's going around in the background. You're able to hear that pan a little bit more. You're able to hear the slide of the 808 a little bit more, and the kick is thumping a little bit more. And most times when you want your drums to really knock, that's what you need, is a little bit more, right? You don't need a lot more. You just need that extra 10 to 15% that's gonna make the stuff jump out. And that's what a good parallel processing chain can do for you. So I'm showing you that first because I want you to understand when you go into processing like this, that is what you're looking for. You're looking for a little bit more. You're not looking for a drastic change. Understand? Great. So the first one that I have is called FL drums, and the thinking behind the FL drums is to get that spiky kind of distortion that that the FL channel clipper is having affect their drums. When they go ahead and bounce it out, being able to replicate it in a studio one environment. And in order to achieve this, what I did is I went ahead and I ran the drums through K-Clip. And you can see from my unprocessed signal to my processed signal, it's a very aggressive clip, right? And you could use any clipper to do that. Now, what I did on this side was I'm using this Ampeg amplifier simulator as an exciter. I like the way that this sounds, but everybody's not going to have the same plugins, and to make these changes, you need to go out and buy all of the plugins that you see someone else using, right? You just have to understand what they're doing with them. So like I'm telling you, I'm using this as an exciter. You see, I've got the ultra high turned up. I've got the treble jacked up. I've got it on the bright setting. I like the character that this adds. You can use this with the neutron exciter. You can use it with the apex exciter that comes with waves. You can use it with the ozone exciter. You can use it with the fucking free Slate plugin called Revival. Okay, you could use it with that. Anything that does top end excitement, you can use. And then what I've added at the back end is a high pass filter, so that we're just adding the highs to it. And when we listen to it, without it, here's with it. Without it. Especially if you have headphones on, you hear it instantly. The main hi-hat has a lot more weight to it. And that is just because you're doubling it up. It's like doubling up a vocal. As soon as soon as you double up a vocal, it's the easiest way to make something sound thicker. So that's essentially the thinking behind that. Now, on the flip side, what I have here with the next bus, this is to add more low end, and I'm really just focusing on the kick. So I went ahead and I used Decapitator to do it. And just cranking the drive. Decapitator is an amazing plugin for adding harmonics. So again, you just need a plugin to add harmonics, right? So you get a Decapitator. You can use an ozone exciter. You can use a tape saturator. You can use red light distortion from from the stock. That's fine. Then we went ahead and just ran this into a compressor. You can use whatever compressor you want. You don't have to go out and get a G clone. It is not necessary. And then the most important part is rolling off at 500, so that we're not affecting the highs, right? Because we already have one bus to add excitement to the highs, right? And now we're adding another bus to add excitement to the lows. And again, this is just pushing it out a little bit. So listen to the kick right now. Listen to it without it. With it. Without it. Just an extra little thump, an extra little thud, and in the context of the mix, it makes it jump out more. And that's all you need. The last one is something that I did. Um, a lot of I mean, you know, a lot of other people have done this before, but this is just, you know, for you guys that want to add extra distortion to your 808s. Again, I'm just rolling this off with two filters, you know, making sure none of the low end comes through, and then you know, just using this decapitator distortion, and this will really help with, if you know, if you're doing 808s with slides and stuff like that, and you really want to pronounce the actual sliding, this will help a lot. That was without it. Now check it out with it. Without it. With it. See, it just jumps out a little bit more, right? And that's all you need. So this is CMP with Craftmaster Productions, Studio1Tutorials.com. I want you guys to keep it simple, but don't be basic. If any of my premium members have specific questions about this chain or want plugin suggestions, just hit me up in the Discord. I'll make a video about it on Studio1Tutorials.com. You guys keep it simple, but do not be basic. And we will see you on the next one, fam. Peace.